Hey everybody, and welcome to this very special reading from the Creativity Broadcast. As always, I am your host Laura, here to do a reading to support your creativity, getting to really thrive. And the reading I have today, the energy is really strong and it's coming in very hot. So we're just going to go ahead and get into it. So this reading, it was actually brought about by this image that I was given this morning from The Little Mermaid when Ariel is in her big pink dress. She's on land. She's got her dingle hopper and she's like brushing her hair out and she's like super happy and she's about to go see Prince Eric. And so she's just like in this like vibration of joy and happiness. And she's like, la, 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 like brushing her hair out. And when I sat down to do a reading about this, because I don't think about that every time I brush my hair. This was like a very specific image given to me for a very specific reason. So I sat down to do a reading, and we've got a lot of really intense, beautiful energy to talk about. So this first message that I have here is from the Starseed Oracle. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader that you wish you had. And so this is a message coming through very specifically for somebody who is very aware they're at the beginning of something that is calling forth their natural gifts. And these might be gifts that have been buried for a long time, whether this is because you were shamed for having them or scared. You know, this is major divine feminine energy coming through of asking you to really embrace with softness and compassion all of who you are. And when I asked for some clarification, what I was getting was from the Moonology Oracle, I got emotions are running high. That's not really the part of this that lands, but it's the supermoon. And what this is about the bigness of what you are about to be creating from this place of forging your own path instead of following. I'm also really getting for this that this is the last couple of readings we've been getting zebras coming through, and I'm getting major zebra energy here of like realizing that you're a zebra, not a horse. No shade to horses, just specifically for this message. You were not born to fit in with the pack of horses because you are a zebra. So there's this like awareness landing for you of your stripes are really unique. They're a part of you, and something that maybe had you feeling really different or left out is actually a huge part of how you shine. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this message from Forge Don't Follow, because this is like a major like if we were connecting it to the Ariel like brushing of her hair, she's literally like, if you went back and watched Little Mermaid, and you saw this part, you'd see her, she's like looking in the mirror and she's like just the biggest smile, the biggest eyes. And of course she doesn't have a voice at that point, so like what she has, the way that she can shine is through her eyes and through her face. Okay, Forge Don't Follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. If you wait until the path is perfectly paved, you won't be forging your own path, and you'll likely not even take the first step. Don't let a small detail, like being unable to find someone to show you the way, be the reason you don't step forward and lead. Let it be the reason that you do. The most courageous and needed leaders are the ones who don't wait for permission or until the morning when they wake up feeling ready. Yeah, that's coming through very strongly. Like in the past, you might have needed to feel secure or feel ready in order to step up. And this is more about like you kind of already have what you need, like what's already with you is what you need. And so it's less about feeling ready and more about showing up for it. They take a deep breath, put one foot in front of the other, and figure it out as they go. They don't wait for someone to lead them. They lead themselves. This is a card for leaders. You're here to pave a path that hasn't been walked before, to go first and lead the way for others who are calling you in. Okay, so the other thing that's coming through about this, to go first and lead for others who are calling you in, this is also about you beginning to understand, maybe for the first time in your whole life, that you are part of an ecosystem. Like you're not an isolated planet. You are part of a solar system, and like the gravitational pull of your planet and all the other planets is what keeps it intact and keeps it all working. And so this is about like what you're doing and the initiative that you're taking and the trust you're placing in yourself isn't just for you. Yeah, this is like your dreams aren't just for you, and you stepping up to this mantle isn't just for you, because there's people who actually need you. Like they are looking for a certain type of help or support or friendship or art maybe, and it's going to speak to them in a particular way, and you actually have to create it. They're calling for it. So this is a bit of like you're actually part of something much bigger. If you feel misrepresented in the media, step forward for all those who also feel misrepresented. This may be also for leaders who are highly sensitive, or like you think that you are just picking up on too many things. And you might be, so this might be a good time to work on your energetic boundaries. But the real gift there is like if you're feeling it, other people are probably feeling it too. So this is also, again, the continuing of the theme of like something that may have made you feel like an oddball in the past is actually one of your gifts. And in this new era, you're kind of in this like joy era, this glow up era that's part of this. If no one's speaking out on the topics you feel passionate about, share your unique voice. There's no one on earth who comes close to possessing your unique combination of skills, gifts, and life experience. Don't look to those who have come before you to work out your path. Leaders must forge their own. Do it for your daughter. Do it for the younger you. Do it for the leaders who will follow. Dang, this is coming in so hot. Okay. When you go first, you make it easier for others to follow your lead. Forge, don't follow. Okay, so I just want to roll straight into the moonology, the supermoon message, because it is going to, my take on this is it's really amplifying sometimes, especially when we're creative, we kind of need to be met in our creative energy, or our creative desire. Sometimes can feel a bit unwieldy, like it moves in a lot of different directions all at one time. And so for a lot of us, we kind of struggle with creating on our own, creating in a vacuum. This also is like personal creative leadership, like taking initiative in a certain direction, because we need it to bounce off of something. We need some containers. We need some feedback. We need to be met. And that's extra important, not only for the form of what your energy is going to do, but also because this creative energy, this creative self-leadership is coming from a very pure place, and that can be very vulnerable. And so we kind of need to feel held. We don't want to be just like creating into like the void. Sometimes we have to do that. But what I'm getting here is this, especially in this supermoon energy, is saying like there's another party or group or person that is like ready to meet your energy and to partner with you. And so this supermoon is saying, go for it. Okay. This card suggests that the answer to whatever you're asking is writ large, like the silvery full moon set against the velvety night sky. If you're wondering how successful something is going to be, such as a job or a relationship, the answer is very. It's italicized. It says the answer is very. To use common parlance, the answer to your question may well be that it's under your nose. This card is about being larger than life, being special, and bursting with energy that you can tune into and work with. You can expect plenty of good things and a positive outcome when this card comes up, but you may find there's a lot of emotion to deal with too. There's also a sense that the opportunities around whatever you're asking don't come along every day, so take action. It says, success is close. I just must trust. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm getting for some here, this may also be related to, like, as you step up and kind of like, I don't want to say like take what's due. It's more like you're stepping up in a very solid energy, like an energy that feels maybe more you than it's ever been and more you than you've ever been. You're also likely going to be confronting emotions around shutting that down from the past. So don't be afraid. Like, this is definitely saying you can handle it. You can handle it. And to do it, again, like from the other card, to do it for your younger self, to do it for people who are going to come after you. Yeah. So what I did after that card was I actually went to Wisdom of the Oracle, my cute little pocket edition. And what it gave me was regeneration. And so we're going to talk about that in a second. To me, this is about, it's actually saying you can handle it and here's how. But I have a habit of also turning the deck over to look at what's on the bottom. And we got Go the Distance, which is, first of all, again, same kind of energy. We've got the cheetah racing forward. It's like very positive. But you guys, I have to laugh because, like, you know me, I love Disney and I love how Spirit talks to me through Disney stuff. Like, this reading began with Ariel in my imagination. And then we got Go the Distance, which is a major Hercules energy. And I just want to take a second and show off my Herculade because it's so cute. It makes me so happy. Oh my God. But the other thing I kind of love about this too, Go the Distance, is like, I don't know anyone who like was a kid at the same time that I was a kid and doesn't have a really emotional relationship with the song Go the Distance from Hercules. It's about belonging. It's about searching. And last year, I had this dream, maybe 2 years ago, I had this dream that I was doing karaoke in a church. And that's a whole other, like, my dream lexicon thing that I'm not going to get into right now. But I was singing Go the Distance. And I was singing with this really pure, it was like I could see the song coming out of my mouth. And it was bright blue. It was just like pure tone. And it felt amazing, coming straight from the throat. And so this showing up to this is like, it's like Spirit winking at me with this reading and kind of just being like, hey, yes, go the distance. Okay, so let's talk about regeneration. This is number 46, and what's interesting to me about that is, oh my God, we got 40, wait, regeneration is 46, go the distance is 47. That's so great. Oh my God. Okay, so for regeneration, 46, that adds up to a 10, which is a beginning. So regeneration, rebirth, second chances, new opportunities. So it says second chances are available to you now. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now revived in a more authentic, stronger form. Again, with that sense of like gifts circling back differently now. It's coming through really strong. I can like feel it in my body, in my face. Okay, whatever you may have perceived as a failure or loss is now being replaced by something better and more powerful growing in its place. This rebirth is assured. Step into your new life. Destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. Wow. There's also something here about like the composting, the emotional composting that we do when things don't work out or when we experience a failure. What happens if it appears you failed at something? Do you see the beauty in the lesson? And it may not, I think what I'm getting with this, particularly with it coming through with the beginning of this new thing that you're stepping up, it probably is that you have been either consciously or unconsciously composting emotionally some very difficult losses around this gift. And what's coming through is this fuel, and you're actually able now to see the beauty in what's occurred. And this has got the energy of like fresh start, like you can hang up the pain. And this is a very positive conversation, but also reminding us that like you're not starting from nothing. You're actually starting with this beautifully composted ground of all of the work that you've done so far. So maybe part of what went wrong in the first place was feeling like there wasn't solid ground underneath your feet. This card is saying not only is there solid ground, but it's your solid ground. Like you made it, so it's not going anywhere. Dang. Okay, so it says 47, go the distance, endurance, strength, the long haul. To bring your dream to life, you must think long term and pay no attention to the fluctuations in the current of your experience. Joy and disappointment commingle with opportunities, so there is no need to fear the occasional obstacle. Life is not a sprint. This card is a reminder that you have endurance, strength, and fortitude to carry you all the way. Remain true to yourself. Your authenticity alone will keep you in alignment with the energy of miracles. What is yours will never be withheld from you. Remember that. My friend Michelle has said so many times, I've even said it on this channel before, she said to me once, what is for you can never pass you. What is for you can never pass you. But it takes us being ourselves to be met properly. Wow. Wow. Yeah. So the other thing that I asked for with this reading, I actually asked the Wonderland Shadows Tarot because of this conversation about like the past and things that like the past coming up and like giving this emotions. Sometimes they're going to feel positive. Sometimes they're going to be really gross feeling. What do we need to know about this composting and like the height of emotion that might be coming up right now? And what I got was Page of Pentacles and Page of Cups. So we have these two cards, both page energy, and it's so sweet. Okay, so let's talk about Page of Pentacles first from the Wonderland Shadows deck. We're talking about manifestation, ambition, financial opportunity. And the reading says, Alice holds a clock with a look of wonder, representing the beginning of a new venture or the exploration of a new opportunity. The Page of Pentacles symbolizes curiosity, ambition, the willingness to learn. This card encourages you to approach your goals with enthusiasm and an open mind, ready to take on challenges and grow. Okay, so, and even when it's reversed, this card is all about like warning against a scattering of energy or losing sight of the big picture. In fact, this morning I was getting this this message coming through kind of underneath the umbrella of all of this about like, remember that like long-term success in areas that are deeply important to us are actually built on like a million little failures because they help us redirect. So it's very sweet, kind of like novice energy, but like optimistic novice. Like, how different would this beginning feel to you if you knew it was working out in the long term? Yes, that is for someone. Okay. And then we also have Page of Cups here. Look, she's got her teacup. That's so nice. Let's see. I can go the distance till I find my heroes welcome. That song. Right where I belong. Oh, Hercules. He's not trying to use his strength to impress people. He just wants to belong. That's what this whole reading is about, is like you embracing your authentic gifts, your true voice, your authentic power. That's what the journey is about creating your sense of belonging in the world through letting yourself truly be seen, which takes courage. Okay, it's enough crying. Page of Cups. Intuitive messages, curious dreamer, sensitivity. Alice, holding a teacup with wide-eyed curiosity, embodies the Page of Cups, representing the start of an emotional journey or a creative endeavor. Can't make this up. Wow. This card symbolizes new experiences, a fresh perspective, the openness of youth. The Page of Cups invites you to explore your feelings and imagination with a playful and open heart. Reversed, immaturity, emotional blockages, or missed opportunities due to a lack of seriousness. The reverse Page of Cups suggests the need to approach situations with greater maturity or reconnect with your emotional self. Yeah, it's interesting that they would put these two together, because this is one of the ways that you can kind of watch the distinction between your intuition versus like just like being very emotional or being run by emotions or immaturity, if you will. And one of the big differences here is that I was thinking about the phrase, a wise person knows themselves to be a fool, you know? So being aware of like like for me, like I can run kind of hot, if you will. Like I have my Mars is in Aries, and it drives me crazy sometimes because I can just get really, really hot. And it is different than how I think about myself, and how my values are, but it is something that can come up for me. So, with that in mind, sometimes if I notice I'm like getting hot about something, or I want to like strike at someone or something, I kind of pull really far back and go work to cool off. And then I can look at like, okay, what's the right action to take here? And so I think this is really about like being aware that these things might occur. It's like really reinforcing that message. And instead it's saying, hey, there's a difference between your younger self showing up and your wise intuition. So this is saying, practice connecting with that wise intuition and remembering that it is a tool and it's very important on this leg of the journey. So if this is speaking to you right now, this might be an opportunity to increase a reflective practice, like a journal practice. Or if you know that the way that your intuition shows up is images, like it is for me sometimes, like getting that little download of Ariel with her dinglehopper. This is a sign and an encouragement to increase the amount of time and energy that you're spending in that energy as a tool for this part of the journey. And that is really different than getting on the runaway train of old feelings and bringing those into the present and holding them as true. So altogether, this is like a major opportunity, not only to step into something that you've dreamed of for a really long time. Yeah, I'm like literally, like I feel emotional just saying this because it has very like when you wish upon a star energy, like something you've dreamed of for a very long time actually becoming real and tangible. And that starts with us actually letting ourselves clear out the emotional blockages that have been holding this stuff in place. And this is a sign that you can do it. You've actually shown yourself that you can, and you've built it on your own solid ground, not somebody else's solid ground. Oh my gosh. Just kidding. That was dorky. I didn't have any water in there, but maybe I should have created my Herculate. Oh my gosh. I feel like I have to go swimming after this just to move the ferociousness of the energy of this out. But let me know in the comments which parts of this jumped out for you and if this was for you. If it is for you, congratulations, because this is some major magic. I was going to say coming your way, but you're the one generating it. It is moving towards you, like the sunrise. Yeah, it's coming for you. So again, thanks for joining me. My name's Laura. I put videos out here on the Creativity Broadcast at least once a week. Sometimes they're readings, sometimes they're musings on creativity or support around the creative process. I have some great courses to help you get back into your creativity, creative clear out, and also one of my personal favorites, Money and Creativity, a Love Story. It's all linked below. What's also linked below is my free guide, Uncover Your Creative Magic. So please feel free to take a peek around and play. I look forward to talking to more of you soon. Go ahead and hit the like icon if this is speaking to you and you want more videos like this. That's kind of my feedback loop for that. And make sure to hit subscribe if you want to be notified every time that one of my new videos comes out. You can hit the bell icon. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye.